परमेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। Suta Samhita has a special section dedicated to Jnana Anutpatti Karanam. The reason for Jnana not taking place. The factors that obstruct Jnana. We have already discussed a few of those reasons. Let us continue further. Pitradrohascha shushusha bhavastasya tathaiva cha pitrasantapakaritvam jnananutpatti karanam. Pitradrohaha, hatred towards father as well as ancestors. Pitras are an important part of a human life. Ancestors, therefore, the Shastra enjoins ancestor worship. There are 5 yajnas, Panchamahayajna. Among the 5 Mahayajnas, there is Pitra Yajna also. Offering our homage to the Pitras in the form of Shraddha and Tarpana. Certain rituals, certain prayers. Why it is done? Most often it is said that it is done for the sake of the Pitras. My ancestors should go to higher lokas. They should not be caught up as Pretatma. They should have an easy passage. Generally, this is given as the reason. But it is not always true. The Pitru Karma is not done only because of this reason. It is done for another greater reason. It is to get the grace of the Pitrus. To be successful in life, one should have the blessings of the Pitrus. If the Pitrus are not pleased, through Pitrayajna, then it can act as an impediment in the spiritual pursuit as well. That is why the Smritis say, Rinani trinyapakritya mano mokshe niveshayet. One should become free from three rinas. In order to pursue moksha. Therefore, Pitradrohascha shushusha bhavaha. Pitradroha. Hatred towards Pitru. Implying not performing the Pitrayajna. Also, there are duties towards the living ancestors, specifically father, Pitru Shushrusha, serving the father, if one does not serve the father, if one does not take care of the father, it can be an obstacle. It can act as jnana anutpatti karanam. Pitra santapakaritvam, hurting the father, troubling the father is another impediment. Already we have discussed about mother in the previous session. Now it is about father. Gavam samrakshana bhavaha, gavam himsa tathaiva cha, goprachara bhuvo badhaha, jnananutpatti karanam. Gavam samrakshana bhavaha, absence of cow protection. Go samrakshanam, contributing to protection of the cows. If one doesn't do it, it becomes another jnananutpatti karanam, another obstacle. Gavam samrakshana bhavaha, gavam himsa tathaiva cha, violence to the cows, gohatya, gohimsa, it is considered a great papa. Goprachara bhuvo badhaha, occupying cows' land, the land where cows graze, occupying such land and not allowing the cows to graze, it is another papa. Therefore, the author is none other than Shiva, because Shiva is teaching, Shiva is suggesting us to avoid such papas. Vrishtivatatapakleshaihi grahapraptasya varjanam tadrakshaakarananchapi jnananutpatti karanam. If someone is afflicted by rain, storm, heat, and so on, and he is seeking shelter, if one does not provide shelter, if one does not provide a refuge, it is also a papa. Akshadyuta vinodascha nrityagiteshu mohanam apashabda prayogascha jnananutpatti karanam. Akshadyuta vinodaha, gambling, spending time in such activities. Nritya Giteshu Mohanam, indulging in excessive entertainment like dance, song, etc. Apashabda prayogascha, speaking unutterable words. Apashabda, unspeakable words, derogatory words, is another papa. So all these can block the Atma Jnana. Most often people ask, despite listening to Vedanta, why I am not able to benefit from the self-knowledge. There are so many obstacles. There are invisible obstacles that prevent the functioning of self-knowledge. Despite being intellectually able to understand Vedanta, certain factors inhibit self-knowledge. And they are invisible. We cannot find them out. We cannot pinpoint them. And the invisible obstacles are papa. And the papa might have been caused by any of these reasons. That is why it is in the best interest of a mumukshu to avoid such papas. Why should we know them? So that we can avoid them. Varnashrama vishishtanam avamanastathaiva cha tesham shushrushana bhavaha jnananutpatti karanam. Nowadays, majority of the people do not follow varnashrama dharma. But then there are a few people who are committed to varnashrama dharma. Maybe a handful. Yet they are committed to the duties of their varna and their ashrama. If someone is committed to varnashrama dharma, one should respect them. Instead, if one insults such people who are committed to their own dharma, then it is another papa. See, varnashrama vishishtanam avamanaha. Insulting or looking down upon a person committed to varnashrama. When we observe the varnashrama dharma, we also have certain insignia. For example, a sannyasi wears kashaya vastra. Even wearing a particular type of dress is a part of one's swadharma. He is observing the discipline of a particular varna or ashrama. And then there is another insignia, shikha, tuft. The grihasthas and brahmacharis belonging to particular ashrama, particular varna, are supposed to have a shikha, supposed to have yajnopavita, supposed to have tripundra, or so many other types of marks on the forehead. Tilaka. Nowadays, it has become a fashion to look down upon even such a insignia. People laugh at such people. If someone goes to school or office wearing vibhuti, others laugh at them. That is why before going to office, they just remove it, even if they wear. In fact, one should not hesitate from practicing one's swadharma. Let the society say anything. Let the society laugh. One should adhere to one's swadharma, even in terms of wearing the marks of one's swadharma. If someone insults, if someone jokes at, it is their problem. They will get papa. Varnashrama vishishtanam avamanaha. Tesham shushushana bhavaha. And one should try to support the people who are committed to varnashrama dharma. It will give punya and it will lead to jnana in due course of time. Putra mitra griha kshetra bhratra bandhu janeratihi aratir guru pade cha jnananutpatti karanam. Another important reason, another important jnananutpatti karanam, excessive attachment to one's friends and relatives. Putra, son, excessive attachment to the son. Mitra, friend. Griha, house. Kshetra. Nowadays, kshetra means real estate, property. Kshetra means field. Bhratra bandhu janeratihi. bhratru, brother, bandhujane, any other bandhujana, any other relatives, ratihi, attachment to them, attachment to relations, attachment to property, it can take a person away from Atmajnana. Aratir Guru Padecha, and not having devotion to the feet of Guru. Guru Pade Aratihi. Devotion to the Guru, Guru Bhakti, Guru Shushosha. It is an indispensable requirement in the pursuit of enlightenment. If it is lacking, then one cannot expect jnana. Just listening to Vedanta through YouTube or online, one cannot expect to get jnana. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. You go to a guru, do seva, service, with the devotion, with the bhakti. Abhaksha bhakshana shraddha tatha bhakshasya bhakshanam abhaksha bhakshana sprishtihi jnananutpatti karanam. Abhaksha bhakshana shraddha, belief in eating the abhaksha. There are things that one should not eat. I don't have to explain what one should not eat. It is called abhaksha. The food has various types of doshas. Impurities. Jati dosha, nimitta dosha, and ashraya dosha. This is one way of explaining the doshas in food. Jati dosha. By nature, the food is impure. Just because it belongs to a particular category, jati, it is impure. For example, non-vegetarian food, it is jati dosha. By nature, it is impure. Abhakshyam. Then there is nimitta dosha. Because of some nimitta, because of some reason, the food has become impure. For example, uchchishtam. It is uchchishta. Uchishta means someone has eaten a part of it. Someone has already bitten into it. One bite is already taken, and then you take another bite of the same piece. Uchishta. We have our own table manners in India. And our table manners take into account the Uchishta. Avoiding Uchishta is a very important part of our table manners. If someone is eating from one plate, the others don't touch it. The others don't take from the same plate. So, there are certain nimitta doshas. It is second type of dosha. With the nimitta dosha, the food can become abhakshya. And then ashaya dosha. The food becomes impure because of the person who serves the food. The person has acquired the food through illegitimate means. Even because of that, the food can be impure. Even the character of the person who provides the food can influence the quality of the food. For example, I heard a story. There was a sadhu who used to go from house to house for bhiksha. And one day he visited a rich gentleman's house. And they served him in golden vessel, and they gave water in golden cup. And the sadhu ate well, and then he left after bhiksha. After he walked a few steps from the house, he found that he is carrying the golden cup that they used to serve water. He is not supposed to carry. He was supposed to drink water and leave it there. When we eat in somebody's house, we don't carry the vessels after eating. We leave the vessel there. Then the sadhu wondered, why am I carrying it? He unconsciously put it into his bag and he was carrying. After a while, he understood that he is carrying the vessel. Then he understood that he is doing a mistake. Then he came back and he returned the golden cup. But then he wanted to find out why it happened. Because he is not someone who will take others' belongings. He is a truthful, honest person. Then he asked those people, the food that you served me, where has it come from? Then they explained that the gentleman, the rich man, he earns the money through illegitimate ways. Since the money is earned illegitimately, the food is earned illegitimately, it has influenced the sadhu in a subtle way. It is called ashraya dosha. There are such doshas in food. Therefore, one should avoid eating food with such doshas. Abhakshya, like a non-vegetarian food. Especially food like beef, alcohol, गुरोरनिष्टाचरणं गुरोरिष्टविवर्जनं गुरोश्च सेवाकरणं ज्ञानानुत्पत्तिकारणं गुरोरनिष्टाचरणं, behaving in a way that displeases a guru. Gurorishta vivarjanam, not considering Guru's desires, disregarding Guru's wishes. Guroscha seva karanam, Guroha seva akaranam, not performing seva to the Guru. Jnananutpatti karanam, acharya nindashravanam, tadbadhasya cha darshanam, vivadascha tatha tena jnananutpatti karanam. Acharya nindashravanam. If someone is criticizing the acharya, and one listens to the criticism comfortably, then it is a problem. Guror yatra parivadaha, where the Guru is criticized, nindavapi cha shruyate, Guru is belittled or criticized. Karnau tatra pidhatavyau. One should close one's ears. Gantavyam va tatonyataha. Or one should go away from that place. One should not listen to Guru's criticism comfortably. Vivadascha tatha tena. Dispute with the Guru, dispute with the Acharya, argument with the Acharya. Acharyenishwarajnanam upeksha cha tathaiva cha. The Shastra suggests a person to look upon the Guru as Paramatma himself. Guru is treated at par with Ishvara. Yasya deve para bhaktihi yatha deve tatha gurau. So, Acharye Anishwarajnana. Seeing the Acharya as Anishwaraha. Not looking upon the Acharya as Ishvara. Is another Jnananutpatti Karanam. Implying one should have devotion to the Acharya, Shraddha and Bhakti towards the Acharya. Upeksha cha tathaiva cha. Acharyasya upeksha. Ignoring the Acharya, disregarding the Acharya. Tadukta vismrtischapi. Forgetting what Acharya has said. Forgetting what Acharya has said and forgetting what we have said to the Acharya. Many people say so many things. I will do this, but then they forget. All these are some shortcomings where an ideal Vedanta student should work on to avoid such shortcomings. So, this is a sample of such shortcomings that can prevent jnana, that can cause obstruction in the pursuit of jnana. So, in short, we can sum up these into three reasons, three factors. The first one, all the undesirable emotions in the mind, like desire, hatred, greed, envy, etc. All the undesirable emotions in the mind. They are rather visible. The visible impediments. Then there is another, number 2, papa, certain papa or durita caused by certain evil actions that we have performed in the past or we keep performing them. Like abhaksha bhakshanam, it should be avoided. It is not visible. We cannot see the effect. But in an invisible way, it prevents jnana. Papa caused by because of the performance of the prohibited actions. Papa caused by prohibited actions. Pratishiddhacharanam. Papa caused by pratishiddhacharanam. Pratishiddhacharanam means performance of the prohibited action. Then the third one, vihita akaranam, not performing what has been enjoined. Like a seva akaranam, not performing seva. The pursuit of jnana depends on certain special type of grace, special type of punya, and it can be accomplished only by performing certain actions like seva and so on. If one is lacking in such punya, then there is nothing to favor the pursuit of jnana. Certain elements that favor the pursuit of jnana are missing. It is another reason why jnana does not take place. So, it is jnana anutpatti karanam. Now there is another section in Suta Samhita that elaborates on the glory of self-knowledge, the greatness of Atmajnana. Atyalpopi yatha deepaha sumahannaashayet tamaha ज्ञानाभ्यासः तथाल्पोऽपि महत्पापं व्यपोहति. Jnana is capable of destroying all papa. So far we have discussed the papa that prevents jnana. If there is papa, the jnana cannot take place. But if there is jnana, when the jnana arises, it can burn down all papas. Certain types of papa prevents the jnana. That is why even before jnana, one should work to be free from certain types of papa. That prevents the jnana. But after the jnana arises, it burns down all the papa. Atyalpopi yatha deepaha. Bhagavan gives an example how jnana burns down all papa. Deepaha, a light. The light may be very small, yet it is capable of destroying dense darkness. Sumahannashayet tamaha. Even the small lamp, small flame of light destroys the dense darkness. Likewise, even a little bit of jnana can destroy the papa. Greatest type of papa gets destroyed. Yatha vanhir mahadiptaha shushkamardrancha nirdahet tatha shubhashubham karma jnanagnirdahat kshanat. It is another example. Blazing fire. Example of blazing fire. Blazing fire burns down all kinds of fuels. Some are dry, some are even wet. Both dry and wet fuels, the blazing fire can burn. Likewise, jnana destroys all types of karma, including punya and papa. Shubha shubha karma. After jnana, there is no need of punya also. How long do we need punya? As long as we get jnana. After you get jnana, you don't need any karma. Punya has served its purpose. Therefore, punya is not required after jnana. And the papa that remains gets burned down by jnana as well. पद्मपत्रं यथा तोयैः स्वस्थैरपि न लिप्यते तथा शब्दादिभिर्ज्ञानी विषयैर्न हि लिप्यते. A beautiful example how a jnani is not affected by the world despite living in the world. Even a jnani lives in the world just like anybody else. And in the world, one interacts with various objects. World means objects. We keep interacting with objects. So many inputs keep coming, varieties of inputs. All these inputs are called Vishaya in the Vedantic terminology. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. So many sounds keep coming. So many visuals keep coming. All enter our head. And generally they disturb. The inputs keep disturbing. A jnani also gets the inputs like anybody else, but he is not affected. The example, Padmapatram, lotus leaf. A lotus leaf may have water. The lotus leaf is in the water and there is water on it. Yet the lotus leaf remains unaffected by water. Because the lotus leaf has a hydrophobic surface. Water resistant surface. Therefore, despite being in water, it is not affected by water. Likewise, a jnani, despite living in the world, despite interacting with the world, he is not affected by the world. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.